To put it bluntly, you practically murdered him. 5 years after my body was dumped, I was finally found at the bottom of a dry well, and the medical examiner handling my remains was my wife. 5 years ago, I was a piano teacher falsely accused by a student. Then a college student my wife sponsored strangled me to death. He dumped me into the well. He framed me for fleeing after the scandal, then stole my wife from me and made her hate me. Right now, no one knew who these remains belonged to. My wife could only reconstruct the skull to restore my appearance. She quickly wrote in the examination report, "All soft tissue has decomposed. Only the skeleton remains. Estimated time of death 3 to 5 years ago. The victim was likely male, between 20 and 50 years old. The hyoid bone is fractured. He was likely strangled to death." My spirit hovered in the air, staring at the wife I hadn't seen in 5 years. I wanted to tell her the truth. I was the victim. I also wanted to tell her who the killer was. But death had torn us apart. We were separated by life and death. There was nothing I could do, let alone come back as a vengeful ghost. Dead was dead. The living and the dead were like two parallel lines. They would never cross. The police captain let out a sigh. He's been dead for 4 or 5 years, and we're only finding him now. Finding evidence at the scene is almost impossible. Nearby security footage wouldn't be kept this long either. This case is going to be tough. Dr. Liu, take the remains back first and perform a full autopsy. We'll expand the investigation here. Lee, go to the records office and compile every missing person case from the past 5 years. We'll check them one by one. We have no other choice. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Lai was about to leave after receiving the order, but suddenly stopped. He looked at my wife, his voice trembling. "Liu, hasn't Mr. Chen also been missing for 5 years? His words instantly made the atmosphere tense. "Dr. Liu, didn't your husband used to work at this cultural center? Shouldn't we run a DNA test?" Their words made Liu Yanyan's already pale face turn even colder. "Chen Zhizhou is not my husband. We divorced a long time ago. I never want to hear that disgusting name again. I honestly wish these bones belonged to him. Then the world would have one less hypocritical scumbag. One less monster in human skin. But they obviously aren't his. He's probably hiding in some rat hole living it up right now. That bastard caused such a huge scandal. Then ran away to avoid punishment. And I was left cleaning up his mess. I've lived an honest life. And my biggest mistake was marrying him." Liu Yanyan vented her hatred for me with pure contempt. Everyone looked uncomfortable. But the police captain wouldn't give up. "We should still run a DNA test." "How? That animal was an orphan. He had no family. And everything he owned was thrown away. There's no sample to compare it with." Liu Yanyan became extremely emotional. As she spoke, she suddenly grabbed her stomach and cried out, "Yanyan, I told you to take time off and rest. You wouldn't listen, and now you're overworking yourself. You and our baby are both too important. Nothing can happen to either of you." Unauthorized people weren't allowed at the crime scene. An officer stepped forward to stop him, but Liu Yanyan held him back. "Yifeng, don't worry. I'll take good care of myself and our baby." Then she took the man's hand and introduced him. "This is my real husband, Yifeng. That animal Chen Zhizhou has nothing to do with me anymore. We didn't have a wedding ceremony, but we'll throw one after the baby is born. You'll all have to come celebrate with us." The dead weren't supposed to feel pain, yet my spirit still silently broke down in tears. I was dead, and the woman I loved most had remarried. I wasn't some old-fashioned control freak. I never expected Liu Yanyan to stay single forever, but she couldn't marry the man who murdered me. She was even carrying his child. My spirit followed Liu Yanyan and Yefeng home to the house that used to be mine. But now there wasn't a single trace that I had ever existed. I watched them flirt and act completely in love. When she was married to me, Liu Yanyan never lifted a finger in the kitchen. Now she personally cooked soup and meals for Yefeng. The cruelest thing in this world isn't indifference. It's double standards. Late that night, Liu Yanyan changed into a sexy nightgown. "Babe, want to take a shower together?" I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Every married couple has their own little signal, a secret code for getting intimate. For Liu Yanyan and me, that code was taking a shower. 5 years had passed, but at least that little code hadn't changed. I wasn't a pervert. I wasn't into watching people, and I definitely wasn't into being cheated on. I didn't want to watch my wife betray me right in front of me. I tried to leave, but discovered my spirit couldn't get away. I couldn't move too far from the two of them. It felt like an invisible rope was tied to me, binding the three of us together and leaving me nowhere to escape. All I could do was helplessly close my eyes and cover my ears. If I couldn't stand the sight, I wouldn't look. If I couldn't stand the sound, I wouldn't listen. "Babe, you're only 2 months pregnant." I looked it up online. The baby still isn't stable. We can't have sex yet. We need to wait until after the 3rd month. I want you to, but safety comes first. Just hang in there a little longer. Yefeng's gentle smile made him look like the perfect husband and an even more loving father. But I could never forget what happened 5 years ago. His face was twisted with rage as he strangled me. Afterward, he shoved me headfirst into an abandoned well. It was hidden in a remote corner of the cultural center.
"Fine, we'll do it your way."
"Let's sleep in separate rooms tonight. I'm afraid I won't be able to resist jumping you." My wife was usually serious around other people, but now she was acting incredibly seductive. I don't know what's gotten into me. Ever since I got pregnant, I feel like I'm ovulating every single day. Once I'm 3 months along, I'm going to devour you. Back then, I thought handling dead bodies every day naturally affected her mood. So I never pressured her, but I never realized she was only cold toward me. With Yefeng, she was completely obsessed. Liu Yanyan and I met in college. Dating and getting married happened naturally. Everything just fell into place. After we got married, she said she was sponsoring a poor college student. I fully supported her at the time, because I was an orphan myself. I had grown up with help from society, so I was always grateful. I often volunteered and helped with charity work, doing whatever I could to give back. But I never expected that this college student named Yefeng had feelings for Liu Yanyan that weren't innocent. He approached her pretending to be a little brother, then slowly crossed every moral boundary. I noticed something was wrong between them. So I repeatedly told Liu Yanyan and Ye Feng to keep their distance. That made Liu Yanyan furious. She accused me of having no compassion. Chen Jizhou, you were an orphan too. How can you have zero empathy? You can't forget where you came from just because your life got better. I'm sponsoring a struggling college student. I'm doing a good deed. My conscience is clear. Stop thinking such disgusting things. There is absolutely nothing going on between us. With Liu Yanyan constantly enabling him, Ye Feng became more and more shameless.